How did one of the richest men alive end up with just a grilled cheese? Charles Chuck Feeney was at one time the co-founder and owner of Duty Free Shoppers, which eventually earned him billions of dollars throughout the course of his lifetime. Like your typical one-percenter, Feeney started off believing that he had reached his peak and would spend his earnings partying hard, buying expensive mansions, and leaving people who saw him with little doubt as to his own wealth. But deep inside, Feeney felt empty. It was as though he realized that money only had as much value as he gave it, and without that acknowledgement, it meant nothing. From this point on, the former Playboy billionaire had a 180-degree turn and decided to do something nobody of his wealth status had ever done in recent history: drive himself into bankruptcy. And not from spending lavishly, but by giving away everything he ever made to charitable causes, and doing so with the benefit of anonymity. Feeney was still very conscious of the fact that he still had underage children, and did not wish to see them living on the streets before adulthood. But once he had his plan in place, he knew there was no going back, nor would he have desired to do so. In 1984, he quietly withdrew all his stocks from Duty Free Shoppers, totaling $500 million, and invested it all in Atlantic Philanthropies, with much of the initial cash going towards restructuring the University of Limerick in Ireland, as well as providing shelters for families with lower incomes. Over the next few decades, he participated in numerous causes with varying degrees of controversy. Though either way, he gave and gave, all $8 billion worth. By the time he was in his 60s, Feeney was reportedly living in a small dormitory with his aging wife off a single pair of shoes, a $15 wristwatch, and a grilled cheese sandwich, and tomatoes as an ordinary meal. It was his wish for his checks to bounce before he departed this earth, which was to transpire on October 9, 2023, and as fate would have it, that is exactly what happened. On September 14, 2020, Feeney's philanthropic company, the Atlantic Philanthropies, received its final check before the nonprofit was unceremoniously liquidated, officially completing his multi-decade-long giving while living mission. Feeney was now penniless and at peace with himself.